Well, local child care providers are sounding the alarm about cuts made to the state's Early Learning Coalition. The Florida School Readiness Program is losing $60 million in this year's state budget. That includes more than $2 million from Escambia County's School Readiness Voucher Program. The voucher provides assistance to families under a certain income threshold. State Representative Alex Andrade says the cuts were a fiscal decision by the legislature.
And Tanner Stewart joining us now. And Tanner, local leaders say the children and working families will pay the price in all of this.
That's right. So while estimates show that the Early Learning Coalition will have to cut some children, the estimates that the Early Learning Coalition will have to cut some children from its voucher program. Hundreds more are already signed up and waiting, though. We learned today that the need is evident. The foundation of Florida's future, early childhood education, is feeling the pressure. $60 million in funds for the state's school readiness program was cut from this year's budget. And Escambia County's Early Learning Coalition's budget was cut significantly, from $18.3 million to $16.3 million. Executive Director Bruce Watson says the budget cuts put an immediate halt to issuing new school readiness vouchers, currently serving 2,500 children in Escambia County.
When you do the math and all of that taken into account, we're about $2 million at this point in time short, which would result, if we do not get any sort of relief from the state, of us cutting anywhere from 300 to 500 children.
The income threshold for vouchers is 150% of the federal poverty level for initial eligibility. Bruce Watson says the state has made improvements for parents to meet that threshold in recent years, but that's created another problem. More than 300 children are currently on the wait list to receive a voucher. Right now, there's nowhere for them to go.
On the one hand, we increased the number of children we could potentially serve, but then on the other hand, they didn't give us enough money to serve the ones we currently have.
State Representative Alex Andrade says the cuts are part of a statewide shift in priorities and that the state is still committed to helping working families.
It's definitely a statewide issue, right? So I compared like this budget from last year's budget. I think it's just a realignment of our voucher programs. So we obviously didn't anticipate the number of folks who'd be participating in our school voucher program. What's the data going in that resulted in this statewide $60 million cut? And I think the data going in was just like low utilization, less funding from the federal government. And I think that was the justification.
For local daycare providers, it's not a line item. It's a real impact.
We have a wide range of people that are on the school readiness voucher.
LaWanna Hamilton started Funshine Learning Center in 2019. Hamilton says there's simply not enough space to meet the demand for childcare. We witnessed that today, as 98% of Funshine children are on school readiness vouchers. Hamilton says it would be nearly impossible for a large number of parents to afford care without it, insisting the industry needs more help from the state level to provide for the future.
The 98% is because most parents that are not on this program cannot afford to cover the amount that we charge on a consistent basis. So we have had private pay parents that may come but they may not last over 6 months before they realize that, look, this is getting too expensive, it's not cost effective. The most calls we get range about 3 to 5 calls per day, usually for ages from infants to 1-year-olds or toddlers. And they're asking, if we take the school readiness voucher, what time, how late are we open, and if we have the spaces available.
Bruce Watson with the Early Learning Coalition says removing a child from the school readiness program isn't an immediate action. It would require state approval. That leaves Watson and others hopeful that the state will see the need for more child care and reassess the funding in the future. In the studio, I'm Tanner Stewart.